This exercise is a tri-planar calf stretch, and essentially that's just a fancy way of saying that we're going to stretch the calf in 3 different directions. So those 3 directions are forwards and backwards, side to side, and then also twisting. We're going to do 2 variations of each direction, and that's because we've got 2 major muscles inside our calf. One is the gastrocnemius, which is the bigger upper calf muscle, and then the soleus, which is the lower muscle just above your Achilles tendon. Now, the reason we want to stretch your calf in 3 different directions is your calf is kind of like a cone, so it's not flat. It's quite round and sort of cone shaped, so we want to make sure we're getting a chance to stretch it in all different ways so that we're hitting all different parts of the calf. So to get started for this one, we'll do the gastroc variation first, and this just essentially means that we're going to be keeping the knee straight through these variations. You'll set yourself up basically in a regular calf stretch position, which is probably one that you've done before. And then the forwards and backwards stretch for this is we're literally just bringing the chest into the wall, and then we're coming back out again. So in almost like you're kind of doing push-ups on the wall. Really importantly through this whole thing is my foot is maintaining a tripod. In particular, keeping the heel on the ground is really important, but I also want to keep a bit of pressure through the ball of the big toe and the ball of the little toe. So we've got that nice foundation and we're stretching over the top of it. To add a little bit of side to side into this stretch, what we now do is bring your shoulder to the opposite hand. So again, in that same position, I'm now going to drop my right shoulder to my left hand, again maintaining that foot on the floor, and then I'll come across and I'll drop the left shoulder towards the right hand like so. And then to stretch it in a rotational position, we want to find that stretch position, and then I'm going to bring the opposite knee up and I keep it stretching, and I just swing almost like I'm opening and closing a gate, swinging that across like so. Again, really driving that heel down into the floor and keeping that foot tripod. Now, to make this variation for the soleus, we simply just do the same thing, but we bend the knee. So what we want to do is set up in a very similar position. Now we're bending the knee that little bit, and as I come in, I keep that knee bend, and you should feel the stretch go into the lower part of the calf. Again, drop the shoulder to the opposite side for a bit more side to side stretching, and then the same again, bring the opposite knee up and we open and close that gate. Again, the whole time maintaining that foot tripod and really driving that heel down into the floor. So that is your tri-planar calf stretch with those couple of variations to really bias the 2 different muscles inside your calf.